Can I tell you that there's a mayonnaise shortage last week in Brooklyn? I went out to get mayonnaise, and they didn't have it at the store down the street. So then I went to Trader Joe's. Sold out. The lady's like, we're sold out of mayonnaise. This is how you know white people have taken over Brooklyn, is you can't find mayonnaise anywhere.
All them casseroles.
That's gentrification complete.
Have you ever had a question you wanted to ask the opposite race, but you were too nervous to ask?
I'm Turner Sparks.
And I'm Phil Duckett.
And this is Black and White Advice.
Where we answer all your questions about race, even the scary ones.
This is Black and White Advice.
You've got a question, but you're scared to ask. Just drop the boys a message, cause they're up to the task. They're rolling the dice, they ain't always nice, but you can't think twice and get it. Black and white advice. Black and white advice.
Kicking it off today
With the Woodford... I don't want to say their name. We're not sponsored.
Oh, yeah,
right
don't
now.
give them any.
Sorry.
Give them anything.
By motherfucking cognac.
We're kicking it off today with What's in Your House. This is a Family Feud style game we're going to do, Phil. And it's me versus you. You wrote down a number of things that are could be found in a black household.
And you wrote down things that could be found in white. And I'm going to try to guess what are some things that would be found in majority of white households.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess what could be found in a black household.
I feel like yours just going to be all hella racist.
I mean, there's no other way for me to do it but racist. You're asking me to guess stereotypical black things in a household. If I had a career, it would be over. Thankfully, I don't.
I think we're both in the same boat. They're not going to take anything we don't have.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to take from us.
Let's do it.
Joe Russell's here. He's going to be the judge. Family Feud style, Joe. If we get close.
What do you want me to do? Like say ding, ding, ding or something?
Yeah, give us a ding, ding, ding.
I think a ding, ding works.
I got a bell over there. Do you want to ring the bell? It's like, remember Private Parts? With remember like the old days with Howard Stern? He had actual like instruments.
Dude, I forgot about that. I used to sneak and watch Howard Stern
On the radio because it was before they had the ability to like do 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 do.
Yeah.
So he was literally just shaking bells and stuff in the studio. That's us now. All right.
That's a good show.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. All right. Things that I would find in a white household. Fondue set. I thought that was going to say right. I was like,
Fondue set. What is it, the 1970s?
I don't know what y'all eat. I know y'all like cheese.
I
though.
feel like the boomer generation, when they were in their 20s, they all had fondue
That's
sets.
like, is that, that's
Yeah.
the new air fryer, that old air fryer?
It's the air fryer. It's the old air fryer for sure. They all had fondue sets, and then no one. I think, but fondue set is you dip. What is it? You dip like fruit in cheese or something.
Y'all was dipping each other in that motherfucker. I don't know.
You guys haven't had fondue before?
Yeah.
I don't know, what is it.
It's really good. It's melted cheese.
It's like it's a French thing. It's usually Comté cheese, and you melt it. You dip little pieces of bread in it.
Joe has a cheese podcast.
I've dipped grapes.
All right, can I go? Things you would find in a black household. Jesus, this is. I'm gonna go with lotion.
Damn it!
Yes, baby! You gotta grease up those arms and legs. Bald head.
Oh my God.
Greasy.
I knew that was too easy.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Something that you would find in a white household. Flip-flops.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Do black people not wear flip-flops? They don't, right?
We wear like slides. I mean, some do, but slides mostly.
Oh, yeah,
That's
we
what
talked
got
about
there.
that.
So I was wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Turner put some bullshit on his list.
Things you would find in a black household. I'm going to go with things you would find in a black household. Pork.
That's fucking crazy as fuck, Turner.
Black people like to eat pork?
Actually, I would have pork in my house. A lot of black people don't even eat pork anymore.
That can't be true.
They've all gone off of it.
No way.
The majority of black people don't even fuck with pork. Well, like, I'd say probably like half and half. Southern black people still do, but like a lot of New York people, that's why they don't offer pork bacon in the bodegas anywhere. Because majority of people are Muslim, the workers are Muslim.
Oh, I forgot about black Muslims.
Yeah, it's like
That's
so
like a
many
whole...
Malcolm X and his whole thing.
He was a Muslim?
Oh my God. Holy shit. We're going to need to do more than this podcast.
Okay.
I got some movies for you.
That was the difference. Yeah, okay.
Osama bin Laden, he was a Muslim?
Right, I'm like, yes. think you got the X from? Another thing found in the White House. Sunscreen.
Wrong.
These are all good answers, though. I feel bad now.
No, don't kick my ass. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna go with a washcloth.
Fuck!
Yes. 2.
I mean, he may have won, but he's really lost in
Yes! He's
in life.
definitely won, but I'm like, I'm mad you know these. So I'm like, fuck, he's so good.
Turner, you just need one more point, and Phil, you still.
I have
you
no.
still
I'm
have
out
that
of
one.
ideas, by the way, so I'm gonna really have to come up with something. Go ahead, Phil.
I'm defeated mentally, so I've already lost. One thing white families would have. Quinoa.
Wrong.
Quinoa. Gee, I don't know. My wife controls the kitchen, so we have a Chinese. We keep a Chinese kitchen.
Well, I was gonna say rice for y'all, but we were talking about... Fuck. Okay.
All right.
Turner, you could win this whole thing.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go. What do black people have in a stereotypical black house? The BET app.
Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Thank God. I didn't put that. I was like, oh God. Oh, okay.
Nobody watches cable anymore.
Right. Yeah. The BET out. Okay. So, Turner, I'm fucked up right now. What in the hell am I missing? See the white home. See the kids cussing at the mama. 2 things white households have. Both parents.
Wrong.
I'm thinking outside the box here now, guys. All right, I'm fucking grasping at straws.
All right, we're going for it now.
Yeah.
You could win this, Turner.
All right. Do-rags.
That's
Wrong.
a great answer, but I
No.
don't have that because I'm involved. But yeah, that should have been on there, but it's not. Thank God.
Oh.
I kind of want you to win this game since you're so far, and I know I can't come back.
Should we just go rapid fire?
Yeah, let's go for it.
For me, I'm gonna go with salad.
Wrong.
Black people don't eat salad?
We do, but y'all keep salad. Some type of salad, shit. Fruit salad, tuna salad, chicken salad.
Pasta salad.
See?
Yeah. Potato salad.
Come on, man.
Oh, you were close. Oh my God, there's so. Now I remember what my answers were. You're so close on so many.
Okay.
All right, Turner.
Oh my
Again,
God.
you could win this whole thing.
This is like I'm just getting more and more racist as I go.
Let's go.
All right. Oh man. Fubu? Close.
Wrong.
No.
God, come on.
All right, I'm just gonna give them the
Do
answer.
people still wear Fubu?
No, it's making a comeback.
Is that
It's
over?
like vintage. Like if you can find it now, they're like charging extra for it because it's so hard to find.
All right, Joe, read the answers.
So things found, according to our survey of 100 people, things found in a black household: lotion, hair grease.
Hair grease? You're talking about for like a Jerry curl?
No, like we put grease in your hair to brush it to get waves.
Oh,
to do
okay,
your hair.
okay. What was the third one?
Washcloth. You said
Got it.
rat tail comb.
What? Wait, black people have rat tails?
Rat tail combs. It's a comb with so you can just part your hair and grease the scalp, braid it, cornrow it.
Oh,
tail
okay. I
comb.
didn't know what that was called.
Yeah, it's a rat tail.
I
comb.
thought-
You
but
could have just said comb.
It's not for the rat tail.
No, it's not
Yeah.
for the rat tail.
Got it.
This one here, I learned something. Ginger ale.
Ginger ale is in majority.
What are you on an airplane flight?
No. Black people hold ginger ale this higher in higher esteem than Tylenol or Advil. In a black household, your grandma, you know, feeling what you said, drink one of them ginger ales and go lay down.
My mom did the same thing.
Yeah, ginger
Yeah,
ale is
you have a
huge-
stomach ache.
Yeah, go drink some
When
ginger
you're
ale.
sick or when you're on a Delta flight. Those are the two times.
Yeah,
you
and I'm
drink
telling you,
ginger-
there is 0.03% ginger in a ginger ale, and they hide that to them. That is Chinese medicine right there.
That's a potion.
It is. I'm telling you, my grandma would give me a ginger ale, and I'd lay down and watch the stories with her. That sickness would be gone in 3 hours.
Stories.
Yeah.
What were the stories?
Days of Our Lives, General
Oh,
Hospital.
the soap operas.
Stories, my stories.
Yeah, the washcloth operas.
Yeah, that's what we watched.
And then 3 more things in the black household: ramen, a picture of Obama,
Oh, I should have got that.
Yeah.
and then a Mary J. Blige CD.
Very specifically.
Yeah.
People love Mary J.
Mary
Blige.
J. has got like mom's generation, and then Mary J. gets them through cleaning on Saturdays and just gets them through any tough time. They get a glass of wine, put on that Mary J. They relax.
She's the Black Dave Matthews.
Yes, that is us. That's our girl.
All right, Phil, you ready?
Yeah, please.
You got 0 of these. A New York Times
Okay, newspaper. I should.
mayonnaise.
How'd you not get
I don't know why I didn't
mayonnaise?
think mayonnaise, because I love mayonnaise.
Can I tell you that there's a mayonnaise shortage last week in Brooklyn? I went out to get mayonnaise, and they didn't have it at the store down the street. So then I went to Trader Joe's. Sold out. The lady's like, we're sold out of mayonnaise. This is how you know white people have taken over Brooklyn, is you can't find mayonnaise anywhere.
All them casseroles.
That's gentrification complete.
Well, were
Stuck
they
the
were out of
landing.
all mayonnaise or just Hellman's?
All mayonnaise, literally sold out of mayonnaise.
Well, you know where they get mayonnaise from. It's from the corner of old people's lips.
Oh,
Hey,
gross.
you.
Oh, that is such a disgusting thought. All I pictured was the creases. Oh, gross.
We'll be right back. No, what is it? What are the last few?
Display pillows, just like pillows.
Throw pillows.
Throw
Okay.
pillows. Potpourri. Yoga mats. Oat milk. Fruit baskets. Live, laugh, love signs. Dream catchers. And Stanley cups.
Dreamcatchers is Native American. Would have never gotten that.
Live, laugh, love sign.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have guessed that for
Is
sure.
that specifically white or black
Nah,
people
'cause
got into
my
that?
mama got one of them too.
Oh, maybe it's okay. That's for everybody.
Great job, guys.
Damn.
All right, we will be back with black and white advice.
Hey, you want to get bonus content, early episodes, and have your questions answered on the show?
Well, then subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/blackandwhiteadvice and subscribe right now.
Do it, and we'll give you a shout out on a future episode.
And I might call you the N-word.
We got some questions for you.
All right, here's an interesting one. We're gonna kick it off with Jeff in St. Louis.
You can find me in St. Louis.
I'm a white guy, 35 years old. This question is for Phil. I know a guy I know through a private club I belong to recently moved apartments and sent me a text message inviting me to his apartment warming party. The invite had an Amazon gift registry attached to it with gifts between $100 and $500. The person in question is the bartender at the club, at this private club. He's a black guy in his 40s. While I'm friendly with him at the club, we don't really hang out outside of the club. The party he's inviting me to with the gift registry is BYOB. I probably can't make it to the party, but am I obligated to send a gift? Or can I just ignore the request and go about my life?
I think it just all depends on how close you are. You said you don't really know the guy. So if you were to show up to his a housewarming, then yeah, you need to bring something. But not necessarily anything on the gift. I mean, don't ball out of your budget trying to keep up with the Joneses. If you brought a nice bottle of wine, I bet you wouldn't turn it down. So what do we? Yeah, I would do what I could do. But if I'm not going, I wouldn't even get anything because we're not close. We're
Yeah.
not best friends. Something came up. Life is life. And it's, unless is he paying for all your booze when you go to the club or something?
No, it says it's BYOB. The party's BYOB.
But that's what I'm saying. But why would there be no backlash? It's not like you would stop getting drinks from him. Like,
Oh, like if you mean at the club?
yeah, like if he's like hooking you up all the time, you're not paying or something. It just depends on the relationship.
Well, this guy says note. He puts a note at the end. If this were a white guy, I'd definitely not go, and I would not send a gift. But the race dynamic here makes it tricky for me.
you feel like this your brother?
Yeah.
You don't what is that?
Is he? Yeah, the guy wants to know is that somehow rude in a culture that he doesn't understand.
You don't sound like
That's
you don't
the
sound
question.
like Listen, brother, stick to your guns, all right? Don't fucking change up. You want to get the white man nothing? Don't get the black man nothing.
Do people now send gift registries for like house parties? Do you know what I mean?
Now, if it's a housewarming party, but nobody's ever sent. I've never gotten a gift for a housewarming. People bring little things that they see that they can do, but I'm not like I'm just here to break it in.
Unprompted, send you like, hey, here's where we're registered. Like it,
And we
we're
met
registered
twice.
at Macy's.
Yeah.
And that's for like if you have a baby
shower.
or
Wedding.
a wedding. Is it baby and wedding? That's it. Bar mitzvah, maybe.
I would
You're
never.
Jewish.
Maybe I think they get money.
Oh, it's just money, right? Is that now, Joe? Have you ever seen this? Are people sending like registries for non-baby showers or
I'm sure they're
weddings?
sending them because people are freeloading mooches, but that don't mean you got to do shit.
That's
Just like they.
outrageous to me.
That's outrageous, right?
Just like at the coffee shop when they put the little tip thing up on the touch screen,
Yeah, you don't have
and you poured my cold brew in the fucking cup. You get paid by the hour. That's your tip.
There we go.
Same thing.
It's out of control.
It is out of control. I don't even feel bad.
What if you just move to a new house every year, so you get a party every year? And
it's
get
a
new shit?
It's a scam.
It's a scam.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Sound like
He's
a freeloaded
trying to get his
mooch.
like first couple months.
And this is how you know it's a freeloaded mooch. Who the fuck gives you a registry where the cheapest gift is $100? Who the hell are we?
100 to 500.
That's what I'm saying. You broke bitch. You're trying to get me to furnish your apartment.
Exactly.
No.
I spent $500 just to go hang out at a guy's house for a couple hours.
And I gotta bring my own beer. Kiss
Yeah.
my ass, bro. Yeah. You know what the housewarming gift is? The beers I don't drink that get left in the refrigerator. That's the gift.
Next question. Keegan from Atlanta. Keegan?
Yeah.
Keegan
What
from
up, okay?
I recently started dating a white guy, and he's great, but he's always so interested in other people's business. Slowing down at car accidents, going towards loud noises, and always trying to investigate shit, she says.
They nosy asses.
What can I do to make him stop getting involved? And why are white people always so into everyone else's business? Okay, I know.
Touch on that.
Here's why we're into other people's business. Because I don't know if I've said this before, we need excitement. We need something going on. There's only so much you can watch on TV. It's the same. We talked about this about women into murder mysteries, right? Or whatever, murder podcasts.
True crime.
True crime. They're into it because, there's a certain level of safety. You're like, I'm probably never going to get murdered. So let me see what it's like for this other person who got murdered, right? I think it's the same for the car accident. I don't know. I do this. I slow down.
Well,
car
you say
accidents.
everybody. That's it. The car accident thing. That's not a black or white thing. Everybody.
Okay.
That's why traffic gets fucked up in the day because everybody wants to look. I think she's talking about more so how y'all are just always in business that's not y'all's own. I don't care if it comes from regulating the line at the store. They're like, oh no, you weren't here first. He was here first. Well, were you here first? Then
That's
why the
my
fuck
move.
Yeah, why the fuck are you even talking to me? Because it's between me and the person I'm skipping. So that, then...
Wait, you talking about back cuts?
Yeah,
You cannot give people back cuts?
You know what I think it is? I think a lot of white people were school hall monitors as kids, and y'all missed that urge to tattletale on somebody.
No, here's what it is for me. I don't like people cutting in front of me. What am I not allowed to tell? Someone cuts in front of me and I'm not allowed to say, hey, but back of the line. There's a line.
But you don't know.
You can't
but
yell.
The thing is, y'all will say that without knowing the full story. You didn't know that I was holding her place in line while she walked off. So now you're over here monitoring shit like she wasn't right there. It's like, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Just double
Mind
checking.
your business. Just
double checking.
That's why we get mad because we're like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. You know, y'all
You're
don't
not
know
allowed
those
to double
stories.
check?
Yeah, and
Just double checking
And then you know
illegal?
after that, then once we get upset about it, you're like, I'm calling the cops. It escalates so fast.
I call the cops on somebody who cut in line.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. He's threatening me. Yeah.
All right.
They don't like that. That's true.
I guess that's true for some people. For me, I do like an orderly line. I had people, I was in line.
You ain't got nothing else better to do than to monitor the line because if there's no rules, there's chaos. That's how you feel.
That's how I feel. Yeah. And also, I have nothing better to do. But no, mostly I don't want someone to. You don't have much control in your life, and so you need somewhere where you do have control.
This is where you control.
and it's
shit.
the line. That's it.
Gotcha.
I was in line. I were taking my niece to the Statue of Liberty like 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden it's this line of like 4 hours in the heat just to get on the boat to take you to, and then they pack like 1,000 people in this Statue of Liberty boat. I guess to give you like the real experience.
Ellis Island experience.
Yeah, it's the Ellis Island
I've been
experience. You've done that, right?
There. Yeah.
And then you get scurvy along the way. It's like the whole thing.
for sure.
That line is the worst line on earth. I'm standing in the line for like an hour, and then like 40 guys just come and pass me in the line, and no one says anything except me. Everybody just looks, and I'm like, well, somebody has to be the hero.
And so, come to find out, they all work there.
It's gonna be none of them. They were just cutting in line.
Oh, they
was
were
like,
all employees.
I was like, excuse me, there's a line here, and they were like, oh no, well, someone back there told us that we should go up. That there's 2 lines now, but there's no 2 lines in front. I'm like, who's the person?
Right.
And they were like, I don't know. It was somebody. I'm like, there's nobody back there. And they were like, okay. And then they just got in line behind me. And it made me feel good.
So you're like Batman.
It made me feel good. A sense of, a little respect, you know?
You should be a cop, Turner.
Maybe I do want to be a cop.
Y'all all do. You get that old anger out, unarmed, civilian.
It might feel good.
Oh my God.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Should we go to cop school?
Turner and Phil. It's a new cop show.
There we go.
Oh, it's a reboot of Turner and Hooch, but I'm the dog. But I'm the dog is crazy.
Next question.
Next question.
From Ben in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Ben says, "Hi Turner and Phil. I'm 25 years old and white. For the past 3 months, I've been dating a black girl." Oh,
good for you. What?
Good for
Out
him.
in Bay Ridge, that's frowned upon.
She's great, he says. I think I'm in love with her. How much longer do I have to wait before I can touch her hair?
Ben, break up with her, or I'm gonna call her and tell her to break up with you.
left turn.
Right. Ben, you're a fucking sicko.
We're in love. She's great.
You're in love with her hair, aren't you? You listen. What is it with white people's fascination with black hair? It's like I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, like I've never wanted to. I've seen white people hair. I know it's different than mine. I've never been like, can I run my fingers through?
You
it?
want to give it a touch?
I don't. Y'all carry
Give
lice.
it a touch.
White people, black people can't get lice
That's not true.
It's very true.
Why not?
because they have a hard time. Our hair, the texture, they cannot catch a grip to.
That's not true.
It is
Oh,
true.
wait, I'm going to say that for fact check.
Wait. Save that for white lies.
Yeah, black people can't get
Black people
yeah,
can't
or
get
either that or it's
lice.
harder for us to get lice.
This is the...
White, think about when every time there was a lice outbreak in schools, it was always little Sarah and her Becky friends, and they all had to get the lice shampoo in the
It
comb.
was always like little Timmy with the Kool-Aid mustache.
Uh-huh.
Little like dirty knees.
Exactly.
Blonde-haired kid.
Dirty LA gears.
Yeah.
Mama came to pick them up in a Honda minivan. You knew exactly.
LA lights.
Yeah,
Remember those?
yeah.
They
And
lit
LA
up.
gears.
Yeah.
And they like lit up
They
like the
lit
police
up.
in the back.
Yeah. All right, what was the question? Oh, yeah, why do we want to touch black people's hair?
What is it? Because I mean, we're not petting animals. You don't pet people. Like,
Sure. What if you do the Louis C.K. where it's okay if you ask first?
It's not. First of all, it's because it's not fucking okay. I'm not some fucking museum exhibit. No, don't touch my. And the fact that you want to touch it so bad, because guess what?
Let me touch it. I think it's mostly women, right? Mostly white women want to touch black women hair.
My mom told me that happened to her. That she had a roommate back in the '80s, and she had asked about it, and mom was like, "No." And she was like, one night.
Wait, the roommate said, "Can I touch your hair?"
She was like, "Oh my God, I just love your hair. Can I touch it?" Mom was like,
That's
"No,
how
no,
they do
thank
it.
you." And she was like, "I'll never forget it." She was like, she was a really sweet girl. She said, one night I was asleep. She said, and I felt something in my hair. And she said, I almost like got up.
Wasn't
But she
lice,
like,
was it?
It wasn't. No, because we don't get it. But she was like, this white girl, took her brush and was brushing my hair while she thought I was asleep. I said, and what did you do? She said, I stayed in fake sleep.
No.
Yeah. She said, and the next morning, I said, what were you doing last night? And she said, what are you talking about? She was like, you were brushing my hair. She was like, she was so embarrassed. She's like, I'm so sorry, Tita. She was like, I just wanted to see
Like
if
a
it brushed
doll?
the same. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a level of.
That person's a serial killer. That's a total serial killer move.
That's like Get Out. or
I'm
something.
telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I think her name was Nancy Pelosi.
I've never wanted. Do you remember Nancy Pelosi and the dashiki?
Yeah, buddy. Oh my!
That was my favorite.
COVID
That
was
was
one of the weirdest times when all of the fucking House of Congress came in to the Capitol wearing dashikis. I said,
amazing.
"This right here is not what Malcolm had in mind. This right here is making my stomach turn."
That was how I knew we healed the racial divide.
We did not. We did. Matter of fact, during COVID, it was so weird because I saw so many videos. There was this group of white people who were washing all the black people in the town's feet and apologizing. And I literally could not stop laughing. I said, white people, this is not, we just wanted the reparations.
like-
just send the checks. We don't need all this extra shit.
It was Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi doing like a dance.
It was so cringy, dog. I remember watching this and I was smoking. I was like, I can't even watch this shit no more. It was fucked up.
Meanwhile, they're still investing and like making billions on investments. They're like, maybe this dance will fix it.
Remember when they painted all the streets with Black Lives Matter?
Sure. Did that work?
buddy, they repainted over those 6 months later. All them streets is all black. They took all that paint off. Fucking crazy.
I think with the hair,
How long would you wait? How long would you wait to touch your wife's hair?
Chinese hair, I don't think it's the same divide we have. You touch your... It wasn't like a thing. It wasn't like, "Ugh, can I touch? I will say Chinese people want to touch white hair. I have found that.
It's the same hair.
No, it's
just black.
They think white person hair is slightly softer, and theirs is slightly more coarse.
They hate themselves.
And so they go, can I touch your? Okay, fuck, my Chinese is terrible. 你的头发我可以剪吗？什么？ But that wasn't even right. Don't even translate that. I think you just sneak it if you want to touch your girl's hair, or you
Don't sing. First off, stop listening to Turner. First
you
of all,
pretend like you're tripping,
all
you're
you gotta
walking,
do-
and then
no,
and then
she's
you
gonna leave
fall
you. She's
into
gonna
her,
leave you.
and then you know.
She's gonna leave you. If you just have to see the texture, don't do a fucking weirdo serial killer between the fingers. Just when you guys are watching a movie, put your arm around her, and then just be like, "Hey, babe," like you do, like do her baby hairs or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like don't you naturally
They
touch
the hair?
your girlfriend's
But if you
hair?
make it a thing, like, can I just please?
Do you know what I think's weirder? What I think's weirder?
I've been really good.
It's really good. See,
What's weirder is they've been together 3 months and he hasn't touched the hair. How do you have a relationship with someone for 3 months?
how do you hit it from the back and not grab her hair?
and you don't touch at no point? You're
Well,
like,
that's true because if she got a sewing, you actually
Hands
you
off.
can't grab her. Like when you have sex with a white woman, you doing it doggy. They don't mind you wrapping their hair up like a horse's mane, and they like that. But with a sister, if she got a sewing or something, she's like, don't touch my
then
motherfucking
it flies
hair.
off.
Okay, if it's a sewing, it's not gonna.
I don't know what a sew-in is.
We got to get you around more black people. Then it just flies off. But yes, that can happen as well. Or have you ever just taken a girl's wig off mid-sex and put it on?
No,
That's a wild
I don't
time.
think I've.
Yeah, I've done that.
You put it on yourself like a magic trick,
Yeah. Like, ooh.
like a fun house,
Yeah, it was a good time.
like Gallagher over here. It's a real prop comic. movie.
Hey, man, I don't mind it. It's a good time. We switcheroo.
Final question. Frank in Boston says, I'm a Chinese man. Just moved to America a few years ago. Why do white people love adventure sports like rock climbing, mountain biking, etc., and black people do not?
I'll take this first.
Go for it.
White life is easy. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm not saying white people don't have struggles. But white people, life is easier. There's a lot of leisure and downtime for a lot of them. And life's not exciting enough. So why not get the adrenaline pumping? It's the closest I'm ever get to death. I ain't never gonna get shot by the police in the street. So why not jump off a mountain cliff with a rubber band attached to me and see if we make it back up? That's how y'all think.
I think you're right.
Oh, you think so? Okay, that's how I feel. I'm like, y'all have nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's not much else to do. It's that or it's like run for political office.
Right.
Are the two main hobbies.
That's
And
right.
you can go either way. And like if you look up people you grew up with, if as a white person, just go on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, look up all the people you went to high school with. They're into one of two categories. They're either running for political office or they're jumping off a bridge somewhere with, as you said, with a rubber band attached to it, or they're like hang gliding, or they're driving a go-kart through the desert with those, they're at Burning Man.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've completely lost. Either way, I think they're probably on cocaine. The political, the politicians, and the
Coke is always the common denominator.
people in the middle of the desert.
Have you ever done any extreme sports as a white? I mean, you're white. I've done an extreme sport one time, and
I'm not really an extreme. I play basketball. And then people always try to get me to, though. They try to get me to jump out of an airplane all the time.
my mom's done that.
Really?
I would
I'm never
do it.
doing
She did
that.
it for her 50th birthday. I'm terrified of heights. I'll never do it.
I don't see the point. Why am I jumping
It's
out of a
not.
plane?
I will not. I will never do it. First, I'd have a heart attack before. Once I would
Yeah,
literally
same.
die. I'm that. But I have done extreme sport because I do hang with quite a few Caucasians. And
Can I guess the sport?
I've done it twice, and I would do it again.
Surfing.
No.
Downhill skiing. It's not that
I've
extreme.
gone.
That's not that extreme.
I don't want to say I've done skiing. I went skiing at American Dream, the inside ski resort at the mall in Jersey.
Nice.
Sick.
The mall in Jersey.
Pretty sick stuff. My girl who goes skiing, I was like, babe, it's just like we're on a mountain. She said, not really.
I've done it. Did they paint trees on the walls?
Yeah, but they had real snow and shit.
Yeah, I've done those, and they give you the jumpsuit to put on and
Dude, it was
everything.
sick. I went snowboarding, man. Oh, it was fucking awesome. But
Phil's going down the hill with an Auntie Anne's pretzel.
and a icy
Orange Julius.
with the joint hanging out my mouth. I was like, you guys got to try this shit. No, I'm telling you, whitewater rafting is the coolest shit I've ever done, and I would do it a third time. And I'm going harder and harder. We're talking like
Where'd you go?
first time I went, it was like the Chattahoochee River. It was like right where Tennessee, North Carolina, and all that meet. So I was where they filmed the movie Deliverance. Right on that river.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna make
gotta
you squeal like a pig.
You gotta put him out, boy.
Yeah. I was
Way
there.
down yonder on the Chattanooga.
Yeah, I was there, so I did that. And then in Georgia, I was in Georgia and did the Olympic track that they had from the 96
No
Olympics.
way.
Yeah.
How was that?
Intense. It was
I
terrifying.
watched whitewater rafting in the Olympics.
It's fun.
They build the river specifically.
Dude, it's so cool. But yeah, it was a lot. It's awesome. So I would do that again.
It's called whitewater rafting because we came up with it.
No, for
Hey.
sure. Oh no, I was the only brother on that river for miles.
I forgot about whitewater rafting. I grew up on one of the main, like the American River, which is like a giant whitewater rafting place. It's where, remember Tony the Tiger?
Yeah.
When he would whitewater raft and he would go, they're great.
Right. That's
That's
what they
down
do.
the street from my house.
They got tigers over there.
They got real tigers.
Interesting.
And I never saw a black person. Whitewater rafted for a decade.
First of all, not only is it you're never gonna see a black person because it's an extreme sport. Second off, it's a water sport.
I didn't want to say it.
Well, I'm gonna say it. My parents made sure I knew how to swim by the time I was like age 4, and they knew how to swim because a lot of black folks just don't know. It's like my cousins, I taught them how to swim because they were terrified of water. So it's a real thing. Black people in water, there's like, you see, there's about 50-50 on can you swim or not.
Is it because people grow up in the city?
No, I'm from down south. Remember, it's just like a lot of our
why?
grandparents and stuff swimming because once you took that boat ride over, you lost a lot of people. They were scared of that water.
That can't be. Is that the real reason?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I always thought it was because people grew up in like, you know, if you grew up in a city, there's not like a pool around.
Nah, I grew up in the South, so everybody, there are pools to be found. But a lot of our parents didn't swim, and our grandparents didn't swim at all. So they never taught, and they were afraid of water, a lot of them. So they never, you better stay away from that water if you drown. I can't save your ass, you jump in that water. That's how they would be. So, you know what I mean?
That was like my dad with math when I turned 14. I can't help you with algebra anymore. You've gone past me.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Addition,
Yeah,
subtraction.
and
That's
so
where
then
I'm at.
So then they pass that fear along to their next
Did they do?
generation.
Did you know what the white parents did?
They just threw y'all in.
Threw you in when you're like 6 months old.
Oh, we do that. The baby thing. We did that to our daughter. We just
You throw her in the water.
in the pool, because they automatically know how to float.
They know how to float, and then that way, if they fall in a pool, they can get themselves out.
Kinda. That's no. So you'd have to do it every day for them to do it, because if they did, you can do it when they're. But after they hit around 6-7 months, you would have to start teaching them to swim, because that's just a natural thing, because they're in a sack. So they automatically, their nose and shit shuts off, so they don't breathe in the water. It goes back to being in the womb. But once you get past a certain age, your body starts to forget that, because you're breathing naturally and stuff. So you has to be taught. It's not like you can just do that every day and they don't drown.
So I should stop pushing toddlers in the
Probably.
pool?
Yeah. Once they're a certain age. He's like 4 years old. He's like, you know how to do it.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah.
All right, that's it, Joe. Let's close it off.
White lies.
White lies, baby. What did we get
And
right?
also, Joe, could you look up possibly why black people don't know how to swim? Because I'm pretty sure it goes back to slavery.
Oh yeah, that might be
Why don't black people
this is a
Google's
good
gonna
Google.
flag
know how to swim? This is kind of what Turner said, that there's poor communities rarely have a pool.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'd like to check the source on that.
But he didn't grow up in a.
This is one guy's Reddit post.
It was me.
Turner's?
It was me.
That's what I was thinking. Turner, okay.
All right, and so the only thing I looked up was about the lice. And Phil, you're right. It's harder for black people to get lice
No way.
because it's harder for lice to navigate tight curls.
Thank you. Our hair is, they ain't fucking with it. So it'd be all the little white kids itching.
It's harder for them to navigate. It's like German tourists walking through Penn Station.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a dark truth.
Yeah, I told you. I didn't make that up. My mom used to tell me that. She said, we can't get lice, boy. So you don't need to be sharing hats with white folks.
You can still get it, though.
It's tough. Much tougher.
You got to try.
And
pretty
normally
hard.
stays on top of the fro so we can just pick them off.
That's insane to me. But also, black people don't swim. It has nothing to do with slavery, according to me on Reddit.
Or that one white dude Turner rooms with.
All right, that's it.
Like, subscribe, share. Get on the Patreon, man. We're going to keep building the studio one day at a time.
You've got a question, but you're scared to ask. Just drop the boys a message, cause they're up to the task. They're all